Let's talk about our new 53-man roster. Where you at, Bird Gang? Stay tuned.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Cardinals Connection.
Palmer extending the play.
Nobody there.
Crosses the field. Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald is going to take it into Green Bay territory. Larry Fitzgerald inside the 30, the 20.
If he
Larry
scores, it's
Fitzgerald
over.
is insane to the 4-yard line. One of the greatest postseason performers ever.
The sickest Arizona Cardinals podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Welcome to the sickest Arizona Cardinals podcast, the Cardinals Connection. I'm Kelly Singh. That's James. You can find us on the app formerly known as Twitter. James is at MHJ_era. And I'm Kelly in Phoenix. And there's a lot to talk about, James. I mean, I've been out of town for the last 10 days, doing a lot of celebrating. You've been doing some celebrating with weddings and fun things. But in the midst of all of that, we got down to a 53-man roster.
Got down to a 53-man roster. A couple games were ahead of us, so I'm excited to see what's going on.
The rivalries, the marching bands, the upsets. Saturdays just got way more fun because college football is back. Think you know the game? Put your college football knowledge to the test with DraftKings Sportsbook and turn your picks into big playoffs. From live betting during the game to rivalry week odds, boosts, and so much more, DraftKings Sportsbook has everything you need to stay in the action from kickoff to the final whistle. Whether you're betting on your go-to team or making moves mid-game as the momentum shifts, Saturdays are yours to own with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SICKSPORTS. That's code SICKSPORTS for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. In partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. I mean, not trying to brag or anything, but I did have the Clayton Tune news a day ahead of everybody else.
You did? You did?
I just wasn't allowed to share it because it wasn't public, but I got notice. I mean, the Tunes have become actual friends of ours, and they're really, really amazing people. And I'm gonna be sad because Toontown's no more. Toontown is not even a practice squad.
End of Toontown. Oh my goodness. We are not tuned up. We are tuned down.
But you called it. You knew it was gonna happen. I was just trying to stay positive, like a mama bear.
It is unfortunate, especially a player that's been with us for, the past 3 years, familiar with the squad. It's always tough. It's a tough game. So, wishing Clayton Tune the best. He's actually in Green Bay now.
Yep. Started today.
So that's actually good to hear. He's got on a new team and he can complete his NFL journey and, compete for a spot on that roster. So
we do play Green Bay this season at home. So maybe we'll be reunited briefly.
We will. I'm pretty sure Kyler and Jacoby will say what's up to him for sure. So.
Say what's up. I mean, I had to start the show with that because you don't know the amount of people who are like checking in on me.
Oh, yeah. When I got the news, I was like, oh, Kelly's not going to be happy about this one.
I mean, first, it's hard enough when you hear that your player's been cut. And then not only have they been cut, but they didn't get put on the practice squad. And in fact, they've been moved to another practice squad. So it's just been a roller coaster of emotions. But in my heart, I'll always be the mayor of Toontown.
The mayor of Toontown, I love it.
Got to keep my plaque up and everything, you know.
Oh yeah, you gotta get a jersey. You gotta get signed jersey. That's what
You know what? That's not a bad idea. I think I'm gonna text them and be like, "Can I please, before you are done, send me a little signed memento?"
yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice.
You posted news that I was like, "Wait, what?
Yes.
What?" I swear it was just like a few days ago we were celebrating.
Simi Fehoko was unfortunately cut. Great thing he did clear waivers and he's on the practice squad. I have no doubt that he's gonna eventually get a place on this roster. He's too good. He had too good of a preseason and he plays hard. So unfortunate he didn't make the final 53, but I'm still glad to have him.
Me
Still the
too.
Cardinals.
You posted his TikTok message. I'll add a little clip for everybody to hear.
For
But
sure.
wasn't it? It was sad, but also so genuine and positive.
I'm probably the first person to tell people, or it's the first thing to come out. I have just recently been released or cut from Arizona Cardinals. Now, what does that mean? I now am, well, whenever I do get released on the actual waiver wire, I'll have 24 hours to clear waiver wire. And if I do clear it, meaning I don't get claimed by another team, then I'll sign back here to Arizona on the practice squad.
Yeah, it seems like he was really getting acclimated into Arizona. He's been interacting with the Cars fan base. Shout out Cars fan Joanna. She helped him change his profile to actual Cardinals profile. So that's good to see him, interacting with the fans, and he's going to be a fan favorite here for a while. So.
I think so too. And he's personable, and that's a big part of it is just being a part of the community.
Yeah.
He asked today who Rafi is, and if you are a Phoenician or anywhere really in Arizona, it's the same in Las Vegas. They have these sweet James lawyer signs, and now we have Rafi here in Phoenix. Every bus stop, every bus, every it feels
He
like.
has a lot of money to advertise like that. I know that.
And I just thought that was the funniest. He's like, "Who's this Rafi guy?"
He's getting very situated. But wanted to go over the cuts today.
Yes.
And let's see if we had any surprises. Our defensive lineman, Kion Bars, long snapper Aaron Bruin, who was a pretty big surprise because we
Mm-hmm.
needed a long snapper. Linebacker Elliott Brown, offensive lineman Jeremiah Byers, running back Michael Carter. That was
Yeah.
actually pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Curran, DJ Dallas, Josiah DeGuara, Simi Fehoko, Anthony Goodlow, Bryson Green. Darren Hall was another surprise. Sincere Hainsworth, Jalen Jones, Nick Leverett, Royce Newman, Tawan Palmer, Jamie Robinson, Elijah Simmons, I was actually surprised too, and Michael Walker. So those were the cuts that happened about a day ago.
Yeah.
So that's
I saw a lot of people surprised about DJ Dallas in the sense of he was our special teams punt returner, and I mean he did great last year, but I felt like there was something off this season. There was fumbles and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I don't think DJ Dallas was good enough to get like a valid running back position. He was banking on getting on the team via special teams,
Right.
and he just didn't impress this, this training camp. And I feel they're gonna put somebody back there. I don't know who they're gonna put back there. It might be Bam Knight, it might be Greg Dortch. Who knows?
I was wondering. I mean, Dorch has not been keeping it a secret that he loves being on special teams. So,
hmm So that'll be pretty big to see who they go with via special teams. I'm pretty interested, but I would say one of those two definitely would get one. Any surprises that did make the team for you?
um, I would say I was surprised to see Michael Carter cut in favor of Bam.
Man, Matt.
Yes, only because we just, well, maybe I wasn't listening, but I just haven't heard very much. And I really thought that Michael Carter performed well in the preseason, maybe even outperforming Mercado. He just put so much heart and effort and made the most out of every play because let's face it, Clayton Tune was not getting any protection. So it's hard to make anything happen when there's not any protection happening. And so you have Michael Carter out there making plays, making things happen. So I was really surprised about that. I'm not trying to throw any shade at Bam, but I was just like, what?
Yeah, that was a surprise too for me. I was actually surprised that um, he made the team, but he had a good preseason standout, and let's see if he can take this momentum and take it to the regular season.
Who did we end up with instead of Fahoko?
It was Marv, Mike, Greg Dortch, Say Jones, and Xavier Weaver.
I
And
think
then
it was Weaver and Fahoko that you and Merv were going back and forth on who is going to make that roster
I do remember that. I do remember that.
on our
Let's.
way too early predictions.
Oh yeah, let me see if I have the 53 pulled up. We did go with 4 tight ends, with the biggest surprise being Travis Vokalek.
hmm
Um,
I think that's too many.
that is a lot. That is a lot.
I think three's good. I mean, you're gonna run two a lot of the time,
Hmm.
and then you have a spare for what if somebody gets hurt.
Yes, I
So
do agree.
four is like,
We came out with 4 offensive tackles, 5 guards or IOL interior offensive line, 7 defensive linemen, 5 rushers, 4 inside linebackers, 6 cornerbacks, 5 safeties. That's actually pretty. That's a lot.
that's a lot of safeties. Yeah.
Yeah. So Catan and Joey Blunt made the safety. We really went heavy on defense this year for having the rosters. So.
But I did love seeing Michael Carter. Like I said, he was making plays despite. So
Yep,
that was just shocking to me a little bit.
that was big. That was big. Who were your preseason standouts that you really like watching?
I really liked watching Fahoko. I thought that was a lot of fun. Um, I like to see Tip Ryman get involved. Tight end is probably my favorite position out of everything, so I did enjoy seeing that. It was fun seeing Jacoby Brissett play. I think he's going to be a very suitable backup should we ever need one. I love Dante Stills as always.
Dante Stills look good.
Yeah.
Xavier Thomas looked really good too. And
Yeah.
Jordan Birch, oof, man,
Oh, everybody's talking about him.
star. He's a future star. I really like what he can do. I was actually watching the All 22 of the Raiders game, so it was really nice seeing him. I feel like people that do need more work would be Denzel Burke. Watching him back again, he's almost there. I think it's just his awareness is a little off.
hmm
That'll come with time, but they targeted him a lot from what I've been seeing.
Mercado, I still think needs a little more polish.
Yep.
He did really well though, 2 years ago when James Conner was out quite a bit. And he did pick up a lot of the slack, but now we have Trey Benson and a healthy Connor. Connor's already said they're going to be splitting reps.
Yep.
That's pretty inevitable. So when you have a guy like Mercado, you're hoping that he can just, I don't know, polish is the only word that keeps coming to mind.
From what I hear, he's a really good pass blocker. So usually on third down, he's
Well, there you go. Yeah.
the guy. So they really like him in the pass block, and he has potential for explosive plays. We've seen it last year. He's had a couple big runs.
He also can catch. So he can catch a pass as a running back. So blocking and catching, receiving, I think are probably going to be his role.
Yeah, more like a utility back, you know.
Hmm.
So not like a massive amount of carries, but being in there when it's a third down, and if Petzing decides to run the ball, pass the ball on third down, which he should. He loves his halfback draws.
Oh, yeah. It's giving me anxiety already. Just kidding.
Oh man, yeah. So I asked a question on Twitter last night, and it was, "Who do you think's the Cardinals' biggest X factor in having a successful season?" Who do you have, Kelly?
Oh, it's so hard. I think it's going to be Trey McBride
Right.
again this season, really making a difference for the team. I actually wrote an article a couple of weeks ago for on SI Fantasy that McBride was going to overtake Brock Bowers as the tight end one, only because they were neck and neck for yardage and targets, but Bowers won out in touchdowns. So I think this Trey McBride this season's going to have more touchdown opportunities. So that's my biggest playmaker star guy.
All right. My biggest X factor is going to be we need a Marv Leap. We need him to, become a guy that can get, 1,100, 1,200 yards, multi-digit touchdowns, double-digit touchdowns. So I feel the Marv ascension is needed, and also the Kyler Murray late season stretch needs that
From
will
your mouth to God's ears.
we need after week 12 we need a smart Kyler Murray. We need a protective Kyler Murray that can also make plays. I feel sometimes when the run game isn't working, Kyler Murray puts it too much in his own hands, and he throws up one or two bad passes, and if they get picked, that can change the game for us. So I feel Kyler Murray just needs to, trust his offense, trust his system, trust his players.
He had an interception in the preseason.
Yep.
And that really shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be happening in the preseason. So let's hope that it's just,
Yep.
first game jitters or whatever we want to call it, and get it out of your system. But what did the fans say? What did Twitter say? Who was the biggest X factor?
I got a lot of Kyler Murray. Everybody said a lot of Kyler Murray. Actually,
That's good though. We need everybody's positive energy behind Kyler.
yep. So a lot of people said Kyler, whole entire for the offense, whole entire offense. Someone said, a lot of Kylers.
A lot of Kylers. I mean, it's all riding on his shoulders. This is, what is it, year 7?
Year 7. Yep. Year 7. So I have confidence. I have confidence that he's gonna, get it together.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like he's taking the right steps, but we'll see how everything goes.
I definitely think it's going to be better than last year. I have them down at 11 wins. I would be happy with 9 because I think we'd still pull off a wild card playoff spot. What do you think?
Yeah, I got 11 wins. 11-6. 11-6 is a good baseline to have. Hopefully, we have a 12-5, 13-4 season, but
Wouldn't that
that's
be great?
that's the ceiling. I feel 9 wins is achievable. 10 wins should be kind of the standard. 11 is the goal. And then 12 to 13 is, we look as advertised. So
Yes, I agree with you 100%. I was thinking, hold on, not thinking. My brain is not working. I've been talking to quite a few 49ers fans. My daughter's boyfriend is a Seattle fan. I know. Um, but the thing is, they all sound just as confident as we do, but I guess everybody does.
that's
And
the that's the off season for you.
it is. And then I throw out your team was pretty much dismantled. So I know you filled the holes, but
They
you
don't believe it
lost a
yet.
lot more than you got back. So
They don't believe it yet. They don't believe it yet. And they'll see. They'll
we'll
see.
see. I
So
think the 49ers even more so than Seattle, but Seattle lost a lot.
yeah, Seattle's gonna be it's up in the air. I feel like their defense can, definitely get them, 7, 8 wins, but it's gonna be up to that offense
The
and
offense.
how Sam Darnold looks in general.
Yeah.
You know, JSN's not gonna have DK to fall on. Cooper Cup's another year older, so we'll see how that offense looks. From what I've seen in the preseason, it's been okay. I hate watch, but
Yeah.
no, they're looking okay. But it's mainly going to come fall down on if Darnold can keep up what he did last year.
Yeah. I think Rams are our toughest divisional competitor um, this season.
I feel like the Rams too. I feel that all that stuff with Stafford's back. Is he going to be ready for Week 1? Is he going to perform the same as he usually does? So that's a big thing to watch out for.
It is. It is. It still is, but I think they're the least affected personnel wise versus 49ers and Seahawks. Like it feels like they were just completely dismantled, like I said. And um, how do you come back from that? But
And I don't believe in the 49ers at all. All their moves they're doing, you can see that they're desperate for anything offensively, just because Ayuk is done for or out. Juwan Jennings is still dealing with that contract situation, so it's that offense is not going to look the same as it usually does. A lot of their defense is also new, so seeing
yeah.
what that can bring, that's going to be big too. So.
Well, not in our division, but close to home. The Raiders. I was not impressed.
Yeah, I feel like the Raiders, they still have a lot to do. They're on the right track, though. I like the Janty pick.
Yes, I think
Like,
that's their best, like brightest, shiniest light. I mean, they still have Brock Bowers, obviously, but Geno Smith just kind of throws a whole wrench in the whole thing. Like, I just, it,
Gino, Gino does. I wish they did go quarterback this year. I feel like Shador would have been perfect learning behind Gino. I don't know why they didn't do that, but he's familiar with Pete, so Gino and Pete, they're probably gonna scrape out some wins, but that team's still a work in progress for sure.
yeah, it just crossed my mind because we played them in the preseason. So
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
it is gonna be fun, and you're gonna be here for the Seattle game. So we'll be sure to connect, get you over. If we're tailgating, I'll let you know. I forgot it was a night game. I,
Yep.
I think people are still tailgating at night. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. Even if I'm not there, I'll connect you with my tailgate peeps. I'm starting a new job. I've been
Oh
looking
yeah.
for a full-time job since November.
Oh shit. Finally got one. All right, congratulations.
Thank you. So it'll be a little challenge for me to get from Gilbert to Glendale.
Oh man, yeah. I
I'm
get it.
sure they'll give me some grace and let me go a little early. It's
I hope
game
so.
day.
I hope so. Yeah, you gotta let them know you're Cardinals media. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Do you have anything else to add about our new 53-man roster? What do you think we didn't discuss? What do you think about our kicker?
I feel like our special teams is good. I like Blake Gilkin and Chad Ryland. I feel like They're gonna do good. They were solid last year.
They were.
They're healthy. Last year, Gillikin got injured. I think it was Ryland that got injured. And Gillikin was kicking, and that just didn't make sense. But this year, they'll they'll be right back at it. Even Gillikin had a good preseason this season against the Broncos. That was like a hard watch.
Yeah, that was
Demon,
a real hard watch. Poor guy.
but
Got some reps in.
he did. He did. He was kicking the ball. He was using him.
That's a plus.
Who in the NFL is going to be a team to watch out, like a sleeper team that you want people to watch out for?
A sleeper team. Oh,
Who do you
there's
like?
been so much Atlanta hype, but it's probably just hype. I think we're gonna see the Buccaneers really turn it on again this year. Obvious, they're not sleepers, but obviously, I think the Ravens are the top contender, especially with some of the defensive pickups from the draft, adding DeAndre Hopkins to their wide receivers. That's not a sleeper pick, but out of sleepers, I want to see the Bucks. Like it was just filled with so much heart. It's fun to watch Baker Mayfield have fun playing a game.
Yep.
What do you think?
Me, I'm going to go with the New York Giants.
What?
The New York Giants just totally revamped that defensive line group where they have Dexter Lawrence. They just got Abdul Carter and, Brian Burns, all great starters. And from what I've seen in the preseason, Jackson Dart looks kind of legit.
It was a fun game the one that I watched. It was a fun game to watch. I was like, oh, if they're going to play like that, win or lose, it's going to be fun. But I was sad to hear that Tommy Cutlets is no more.
Yeah, that's a deep room now. Russ, Jameis, and Dart. That's comp, but that's gonna be a fun team to watch. I'm actually got them on my radar for a little bit.
That's a good call. That is a good call. It was entertaining. Similarly, how I feel about watching the Bucks. It's you want to see a fun game, and win or lose. If it was entertaining, that's the whole point of football is to
Put on the
entertain.
show. Put on the show.
Anything else to add tonight?
Oh, rivalry uniforms. They drop
Oh,
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Are you excited?
So we're recording this. It's going to be published. So the day we publish, it's going to be announced.
It's gonna be announced.
We're behind. I'm wearing the color right now.
Oh yeah, looks good. Looks good. So
It's
I'm excited to see how that goes. I'm hearing the helmet looks really good, and I think Mr. AZ Sports seen it before, and he said we're gonna be pleasantly surprised. So
Well, that's
excited.
good. That's exciting. I really do hope it is the desert sand color.
I think that's what we're getting. So I'll have to get one. I'll have to get one before we. Oh, and we're going to the Seahawks game, so I'll have to have that.
Yes. Gotta order it up tomorrow. I gotta order mine too.
All right. Yes.
You know what? Let me ask you this. This is something else that just crossed my mind. Unless they're not going to debut it until our first home game, they did not have an opening like the I Am the Storm screen movie preview. It was just, they didn't announce players. It was just your starting lineup and everybody ran onto the field. There wasn't any real hype video, and I was kind of bummed. Have
Yeah.
you heard anything about a hype video?
I wonder if
I,
they're just gonna run it back with the old one because
I love
the
it.
team is almost the same. The
It
offense is almost
is.
the same. They
And
might
it
be
gives you goosebumps. It's like the whole, and we just had a huge dust storm here.
Oh,
It looked just like the hype video.
yeah. It was foreshadowing. That's what it was. It's foreshadowing.
They better put it back because it was hella boring without any kind of like. I wasn't pumped. I wasn't pumped.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today.
Well, tell the people what to do, James.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for listening. See you next week, Bird Game.
Bye.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Cardinals Connection on YouTube, X, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.